Hey Facebook, it's Manuel Mencia. Just wanted to tell you about people and about life. Um, like horrible shit, this voyeurism and shit that's going on today in today's society. You know, people stalking, whatever, doing what they're doing, but um, you know, um, like the relationship I was in, the girl wasn't very supportive. She would hide and everything, and the cops are bad. I know that. Responding too frequently, but she would hide and she would front, and she was living in a apartment and not on a lease, no income, no way to pay. Couldn't have people at her apartment because it was too bad. Got evicted out of there or whatever. But you know, she was thinking shit too. That's not true, which causes her to seek treatment and get treatment. And she really does need that. It's because of this voyeurism shit. I live in a high voyeurism area. You know, like I just need to, you know, help myself somehow. But I go to the church. I'm in the church and everything, and you know, that's the best thing you can do. You think, at home when you have people come to your house and everything and spend time with you, that's great, yeah. And like it's just not enough. You need something to keep going, something to stay more motivated, like a church setting or whatever, and like just something that uh, makes you better. Being in the church and um, um, getting to know people, and hundreds of people go to church on masses on Sundays and everything. And, if a person is fronting a little bit, and thinking shit in their mind, that can cause them to um, um, need meds or whatever. But, like, what I'm saying is, like the girl I was with, she would wear like dirty clothes and everything, and she would she would um, have like this like nasty skin layer over her, like nasty, like I don't know if it's like scabies or what you would call it, but something over um, like her face. Like she didn't clean herself properly, and like her glasses were foggy and everything, and so um, looking like Cruella de Vil. But I'm the type of person, I do look at footage that I see on the internet. I find footage on the internet and everything stating or showing what's going on in the community and everything. But like just bad people, people that are being controlled and everything. It's called Spanish fever too. I heard something about that online. Hold on, these cars are driving past. Give me a minute. Yeah, I seen something about it. I was talking to a pastor, a guy by the name of TJ, that I seen that he told me about it. But anyways, regardless, it's pretty interesting when I heard it. But yeah, being a Latino or a white male, you know, is is a is difficult. You know, what you don't understand is, you know, it's the beliefs, the beliefs, and if a guy is completely deranged or distorted, then you know, um, I don't want to get involved with them because it's just the problem occurs. It's a vicious cycle, a never-ending cycle that continues every single day. You know, this guy won't let shit go. You know, stole my girl, won't let shit go. He keeps carrying on, and it's called repenting. You got to repent, get to the point where you forgive. You know, he's jealous, and it's never ending with this guy. Oh, he's got kids. That's not what it was. I got kids too, my friend. I got kids too, and I got my daughter, and I take care of my daughter, and I'm not as arrogant as you. And you're distorted, dude. You're distorted. So whatever, and well, regardless, the girl he was with, he cheated on her, committed adultery on her, and she was open to that. You know, she was stating, yeah, he's so fine and this and that. Okay, whatever. I don't believe that. The guy's looks like a skinhead or whatever, but like he's like 6'6", 170 pounds or whatever. But anyways, this girl, she always had a hard time for some reason. Always had a hard time, and she thinks I'm coming at her and toying with her. I didn't do nothing to the lady. Having extreme delusions and everything in her mind. I didn't do nothing to her. And her, coming into my house and stealing shit from me. Like I said, I came back, everything was stolen out of my house, and this continues on. The coming onto my property and everything. I mean, and these fools use it and think it is great that a person can can do that, but there's no comparison. You know, slow down a little bit, my friend, and get better. You know, like uh, get a life. You're not working, and you got a car. You drive around in your car all day, and you get speeding tickets. You drive past people's houses. You get speeding tickets, catch charges, and drive all the way to fucking Walmart to pick up groceries when you can just walk a block down to the grocery store to get groceries. You know, it's just ridiculous that this cell phone crap. It's like a freaking heart monitor on a person, but like graven images and everything like that, and having a graven image on your property is prohibited. You will be in a court of law for that if you have a graven image on your property, because that is just severe signs of paranoia to have a graven image on your property. And we can't justify that. We can't come through on that. We don't want to get involved with you. We ain't going to leave our guys hanging because of a graven image. We cannot deal with you if you have a graven image like a freaking psychopath on your property. We cannot get involved with you for doing that. Okay? And I guess the person didn't realize that, but she finally got it, and the cancer gets a hold of her. She gets cancer and this and that. So, uh, I mean, it's just ridiculous that these fools out there treat others the way they do. They treat others the way they do. You know, um, like like good way to catch a charge by having a grandbaby. And this is still going on. The war continues between the people that I used to be involved with and the people on the res. The war continues. It needs to stop. Put end to war, peace in the Middle East. And if this doesn't continue, if this doesn't stop, then somebody's gonna end up going to jail, dude. And I don't want to be the one. Okay, and you got to let it go. Let it go. Having severe signs of paranoia, delusions, grandiose delusions, auditory hallucinations. It's just ridiculous. It's so freaking funny. You're thinking you're better than me. Oh, because you took these kids in and they have no parents and they need parents and this and that. Well, well, you know, you need to take care of your own kids too. I got my kid. I take care of my kid. Keep your legs closed, and it's it goes on and on and on all the time. But yeah, you got to put a stop to this war. Peace, peace, peace in the Middle East. Native pride all worldwide, and and just leave me be. Stop harassing me and stop coming at me because you're thinking shit. That's not true. It's deranged shit that's going on. It's very deranged that you're thinking this. It's very scary that you would do something like that. I'm talking about somebody different. Very scary you would do something like that. Um, with the death of your parents or whatever it was, you go to uh, uh, another dude that is no teeth, no braids, no beard, nothing. That is very strange. It's crazy. It's ironic. It's catastrophic. It's sickening. It is very delusional, and egghead go to eggheads and everything. I cannot believe this shit that this has happened to me. With the loss of my sister and everything. You know, and yeah, I got my daughter. I always have. But the thing is about having my daughter, it's more of a um, uh, um, an independent thing or a private thing, because my daughter, she kind of like, takes the favor of women. Women take the favor of women. Men take the favor of men. She's got her parents. She's got her dad. She's got her mom. She's got me. I am her father, but I'm talking about grandfather. But she's got her parents, and trust me, I do love being with her, and I will always be with her, uh, forever and ever. Stick by her side, but just you know what she has done. She's great otherwise, but uh, like 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 you know just prevented me from being with my girl for some reason. She told me, oh, I don't see her. I've never seen her before, and I've never talked to her. Then she told me 3 times, yeah, we've seen each other and talked to each other. And sometimes she wouldn't come over. I invited her over, to stay with me, and she would come over. And I had my house. I was in the church. I had my book business, and I still do. And she was in the so she would come over, every once in a while, maybe once a week, twice a week, whatever. and that was great, and just I know she was driving her to school, but that was only for 2 years, and Papa was driving her, and my father was driving her, and so, but I want to get something like close by, be independent, be on my own, and get some of these bad people out of our lives.